Hi, welcome to Just Not a Big People. And I feel as though once I was doing the video, I realized I never really wear a dress every time I'm making a video, but I just came back from grocery shopping and doing a bunch of stuff. So I was riding on that coattail to do this, and it's because I go back and I watch Bungo Stray Dogs, and I'm like, Bungo Stray Dogs is back, but it's not really getting that much of a hype. But then Bungo Stray Dogs is one of those animes that doesn't really get a lot of hype. So I am the biggest fangirl of Bungo Stray Dogs, and I'm so happy so far. I'd been waiting and it came, and I'm still excited, and I was just like, oh my god. And it gave me this twist that I wasn't even expecting. Like, I was wondering how they would go, you know? How were they gonna do this? Rampo. How didn't I think of Rampo? And the title of the title for this episode, for the first episode, was The Strongest Man, right? And I kept wondering who would be the strongest man. But then it showed a lot of Kunikuda. So I was like, was it Kunikuda? He didn't have his arms though. So I was like, oh my god, is he gonna unlock some other kind of power where he's actually able to like do something more? But I'm like, okay, relax. Then I saw the sniper and I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna kill Kunikuda. But then no, they did it. So they go through all these series of things to save the detective agency members. And I'm saying in spectacular fashion, right? And then they give us like a little cliffhanger where they have Fukuzawa standing on top of the, what's it called? On a rooftop. And he says, I know who you are. And I'm going, oh my god, who are you? And in that moment I was thinking maybe it's Fukuchi. And I thought Fukuchi was going to be the, you know, the main villain, and he's going to, that's how come Fukuzawa knew. No, they give us this grand opening and it's Rampo, and it's like Rampo breaking down everything he did, right? And it's just like, he saved Kunikuda, he saved Yosano's escape. Oh my god, they explain it in such a simplified way that made it seem not so special, but at the same time I'm like, that was genius. Like when you just saw it, when the car just disappeared, you're just going, how the fuck did the car disappear, right? And it you know, it had its whole ties to it. Whatever, you know, fuck you if you didn't find the pleasure in that, okay? and then the book trick. I mean, they've done the book trick before, but that was still nice because this time it was an ebook kind of thing. We always see it in physical books, and this was an ebook, so that was a nice touch. And then they decided to set it into motion and do other stuff, and then how he convinced the other police department, follow your soul. And it's like, oh my god, the book is unraveling, you know, because whatever they write in the book becomes reality. And it's like, you know what your reality is, you know, it's a new kind of thing. I mean, I'm cheesy, take it. So I'm falling in love with this episode, and I'm respecting Rampo a lot. I've actually become a Rampo fan, right? I'm usually Team Dazai, Team Chuya, right? I've never actually ever seen myself being a Rampo fan, right? Which is funny because they laid the whole foundation of this season, starting with Rampo and showing us parts of Rampo and actually making us truly appreciate the depth of his intelligence and realizing that he doesn't even have a special ability, which we've all suspected, right? Because Dazai proved it. But at the same time, to realize that this is just his geniusness, and it's been his geniusness since he was a kid, makes me even love him more, right? So then, you know, we're breaking it through. We're seeing Atushi gets, like, you know, this idea of who Kamui is, and he got it from the casino guy, right? And it's just a moment of him just being nice and being a good person made this guy want to tell him some of, you know, a little bit of the secrets. I mean, I guess he thought he was going to die, so it didn't really matter, right? But it was so nice to see Kyoka and Lucy decide, oh, he needs pain to remember. Oh, what kind of pain am I going to, like, should we pinch his cheeks? Then Ango and then Ango goes, you know, I'll take the memories, and then you guys can inflict pain on me. And they go, okay, we can smash you on the wall, we could do all these cruel things that we're not even considering doing to Atushi. And that was really nice. It gave me a nice giggle, and I appreciated that a lot. Then we fast forward to season 2, by season 2 I'm much more convinced that Fukuchi is Kamui, and I don't know why, because I just felt as though he's an element of distraction. That why would he want peace, right? So the moment where Rampo is realizing, oh boy, I fucked up, this is the guy, which I'm like, why didn't he wear the glasses a long time ago. I mean, I guess he promised Fukuzawa or something. Anyways, but in that moment, he's trying to run away. He gets into the book page and he tells Atsushi to run, and Atsushi is like torn because where do I run to? Even if I run, I'm not going to be able to beat this guy, and if I stay, he kills me because I know who he is. You know what I mean? And he's like, someone, anyone, help me, save me. And I'm going, oh my god, is it going to be Akutagawa? Because they always have that tag team thing, that chemistry that makes them, like, it amplifies their abilities. On their own, they're strong, but together they're even stronger, you know? So I'm like, oh, it's going to be Akutagawa. Either that or Chuya, because Chuya doesn't really need to be with Atsushi to win a fight, because Chuya is Chuya. But then they show Akutagawa, and Akutagawa comes in in like his regular civilian clothing and with his binoculars, and we don't know what he's going to do, and he walks